Your child's brain is being shaped right now, whether you realize it or not. And the biggest influence isn't what you're teaching them, it's what you're doing without thinking. It's not flashcards. It's not expensive toys. And it's not a packed schedule. Brain development happens in tiny, everyday moments, the ones we usually rush through. Here's the mistake most parents make. We think intelligence is something we have to push, manage, and optimize. So we fill the day with activities, apps, and constant direction. Then we wonder why our kids are overwhelmed, unfocused, and emotionally reactive. What's really happening is quieter than that. Every time you hurry them, speak for them, or fix the problem before they try, you're interrupting how their brain learns to grow. You're not doing it wrong. You're doing it out of love, out of exhaustion, out of survival. But here's the truth most people never hear. The brain doesn't grow from what you give a child. It grows from what you let them work through. And there are 6 tiny habits so small they're easy to miss that shape your child's brain more than any lesson ever could. They aren't rules. They aren't routines. They're how the brain wires itself. Let's break down the 6 and why they work. First habit, let your child finish what they're saying. When your child pauses mid-sentence and you supply the word because you already know it, you interrupt an active brain process. Their prefrontal cortex, the center for language, memory, and reasoning, is searching and connecting. When you jump in, that circuit shuts down. The pathway doesn't finish wiring. But when you wait even a few seconds, the brain has to retrieve, organize, and express. That effort strengthens the connection. So next time they get stuck, pause. Count quietly. Let them land on the word, even if it's imperfect. That struggle is growth. Second habit, describe what they're doing, not what they should do. Instead of giving commands like, put your shoes on, try narrating. You picked up your shoe, you're turning it around. You're sliding your foot in. This technique, often called sportscasting, activates mirror neurons, cells, that help children understand themselves through reflection. It also supports executive function by increasing awareness without pressure or correction. You're not directing them, you're observing them. And when a child feels seen rather than controlled, their nervous system settles. Thinking improves. Self-control grows. Third habit, let them do the task even if it's messy. Pouring water, buttoning clothes, spreading peanut butter, these look simple, but they engage multiple brain regions at once. Movement coordination, visual judgment, fine motor control, and planning all fire together. When you step in because it's faster or cleaner, that integration never happens. When you let them try, even when it spills, you're building coordination, confidence, and agency. The belief that effort matters and mistakes are survivable. Fourth habit, pause before answering their questions. When a child asks, "Why does that happen?" and you answer immediately, you cut short their thinking process. Instead, pause and ask, "What do you think?" This activates the hippocampus, which supports memory, imagination, and meaning-making. The accuracy of their answer doesn't matter. The act of wondering does. When you explore the idea together, you teach them that curiosity is safe, thinking is valuable, and not knowing isn't a failure. Over time, this builds a brain that enjoys learning instead of fearing mistakes. Fifth habit, allow boredom. When a child says, "I'm bored," the instinct is to fix it, offer entertainment, suggest an activity, hand over a screen. But boredom is not a problem. It's a neurological opening. In quiet, unstructured moments, the brain enters a creative state where imagination, emotional processing, and problem-solving emerge. This is where children invent, daydream, and discover themselves. Constant stimulation shuts that system down. So when boredom appears, acknowledge it and step back. Creativity follows discomfort. Sixth habit, regulate yourself first. Your child's nervous system follows yours. When you're tense, their thinking shuts down. When you pause and take one slow breath, their body settles too. This is co-regulation. Your calm teaches their brain how calm feels. Without these habits, mornings feel rushed and chaotic. Everyone's stressed before the day even starts. With them, things slow down. You pause. Instead of reacting, you get curious instead of controlling. And quietly, your child's brain builds patience, focus, and emotional balance. The first few days may feel awkward. That's normal. Then, something shifts. They try more, think more, calm themselves faster. Confidence grows. So pick one habit, just one. Try it today. Because raising a capable child isn't about doing more. It's about doing less on purpose.